New case, still on ejectment, no? Real estate and boundary dispute. Okay. So this case is regarding the dispute between Jessica and Berto. It's okay. Let's just call them Jessica and Berto. So let's talk about the overview of the case. So according to the Honorable Supreme Court in their decision, the resolution of a boundary dispute by reason of the issue therein being whether or not the contested portion pertained to one or the other of the parties is not within the province of the summary action of forcible entry under Rule 70 of the Rules of Court. It can be taken proper cognizance of in the context of action reivindicatoria. Okay? So, this case clarifies, no, to us, the learners, that the action for forcible entry is not the proper remedy in case of boundary dispute. No, it does not have the remedy of forcible entry is not appropriate to resolve issues involving a boundary dispute. That is according to this Supreme Court decision. Let's see. Let's talk about the facts of the case. Okay. So here, the petitioner Jessica appeals the decision promulgated by the Court of Appeals, which affirmed the judgment of the Regional Trial Court, ordering her and all other persons acting for and in her behalf to vacate the part of the premises covered by the subject tax declaration. No? So she was ordered to turn over its peaceful possession to the respondents. So basically, the petitioner in this case, Jessica, lost, no, at the level of the Court of Appeals. Okay, so at the level of the Court of Appeals, she lost. But let's see if she will win before the Honorable Supreme Court. Let us go to the antecedent facts. The factual and procedural antecedents of the case, as summarized by the Court of Appeals, are as follows. This case emanated from an action for forcible entry with prayer for issuance of writ of preliminary injunction filed by the respondents, Berto, the heirs of respondents, the heirs of Berto, okay, filed by the respondents, heirs of Berto. So let's just call him Berto. And the case filed by the heirs of Berto was against the petitioner, Jessica. So again, let us call the petitioner Jessica. Respondents, heirs of Berto, who during his lifetime owned, possessed, and cultivated a certain parcel of land. Okay. Adjoining the land of Berto is the land of his brother. Let's call his brother Jose, okay, to keep things simple. Adjoining Berto's land is the land of his brother Jose, with a certain lot area, tax declaration number, and everything, okay. So it is worthy to note that per the technical description in the said title, the property is bounded on both the east and west by the properties of the heirs of Socorro, which were later on acquired by the deceased Berto. Okay, so daganag names. But let's just focus on the real story. You do not have to memorize the names. Let's focus on the issues. Sa kaninga part, makigrabe good ka, importante ang names. No? So, as it happened, Jose sold his land to a certain Dorothy and Alexander, who thereafter, gibaligya pa jud, subdivided the same and thereafter sold the some of the subdivided lots to the petitioner, Jessica. Okay, so it was pursuant to 3 deeds of absolute sale, which resort resulted to 3 transfer certificates of title. Okay. So what happened next? Later, the petitioner, Jessica, and her father entered into the property and uprooted some of the acacia trees that were previously planted thereon by the late Berto and his son Alan. To further delineate their claimed property, the petitioner Jessica fenced the property and placed signs thereon that read no trespassing. So basically your typical no trespassing sign, and notice this property is owned by Jessica and family. So something like that, no, ang nilang sign. Now, then, claiming that petitioner Jessica had unlawfully encroached into a portion of their property, the heirs of Berto, through their lawyer, sent a demand letter to Jessica, demanding that she immediately remove the fence that she built on the respondent's land, no, the land of heirs of Berto, as well as to turn over peaceful possession of that portion of the property that petitioner intruded into. So, as expected, no, the demand was not followed. Otherwise, wala tay decision sa Korte Suprema nga basahon. So, nag-away gid sila. Unfortunately, the demand was ignored, no, by the petitioner. So, this is expected, no? And the respondents were constrained to file the instant complaint for forcible entry with prayer for issuance of writ of preliminary injunction against the petitioner Jessica before the Municipal Circuit Trial Court or the first level court where the property is located. So the respondents, the heirs of Berto, filed a case against Jessica before the first level court, and it was an action for forcible entry with prayer for issuance of writ of preliminary injunction. Pakapin na lang ni, no, kanang kumbaga ancillary ba sumpay, ikog-ikog na lang ni kaning prayer for issuance of writ of preliminary injunction. Mo ni gitawag na to nga provisional remedy. Kumbaga remedyo mintras tanto, na wala pa mahuman og litis ni ang main action, which is an action for forcible entry, because it takes time. Nihangyo sila sa korte for the issuance of a murabag band-aid remedy. Remedyo mintras tanto. So it will alleviate things while the main action is pending and being resolved by the Honorable Trial Court. So what was the decision of the first level court? So that will be the topic of our next video. So again, this is a co-learning channel. So please contribute 2025 or latest updates, but related lang ani nga topics. Ako lang bisuwat para sa yun basahon. Ayaw ng topics nga dili na to interest sa ani nga channel. Because if other topics na, maybe there are other channels na interested ana nga topics. But for me, no, I focus on these topics since my practice is in this area. Tiri lang pod, no? Sa lain na lang na ang uban nga mga topics. So this is our advocacy, no? To learn together, me and you, how to avoid land disputes. And if you are already part of a land dispute or about to be part of a land dispute, timan ejud, 2 words, choose peace. I mean, if part na jud ka sa land dispute, nagagubot na jud, it is important to learn, no matter how difficult the situation is, to learn how to choose peaceful means, peaceful ways to achieve a peaceful ending. Usay magod sobraan ka paugat ba? Da palagot, no? Even if you win, naadyo masuko nimo, no? So maybe even if you are already part of a dispute, sometimes need po ka magpapildi gamay para maariglo gyud ang dispute. Even if tan-aw nimo sakto ka, at times, no, dili worth it nga daginuton. So that is something nga makita nimo diri sa mga stories nga naka-record sa mga decision sa Korte Suprema. unsa kadugaya ang kaso. So you have to also calculate, no? If sometimes to win, you have to lose something to win. Kay otherwise, kung imong ginuton tanan, na gubot kay imong kinabuhi. So if you have 2025 updates from gov.ph websites, share me a link na akong email o WhatsApp. Link lang sa updates. Okay? So I will see you in the next video para sa decision sa first level court between the case of Jessica and heirs of Berto. Okay? See you sa next video.